Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to download a model, import it into Esprit, and go ahead and create your features and position it and everything. So basically we start off, we go to 3ddistributed.com. We're going to go over here to the CAD CAM tab, and we're going to go ahead and use this triangle carriage plate. Alright, so we're going to download it. It pops up in the bottom left hand of your screen. I'm going to say show in folder. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy the triangle carriage plate. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go into Esprit. Alright, so in Esprit, I already have my mill template open. What I'm going to do is just hit open. And I'm going to go ahead and find this file. We'll just say desktop. And I'm going to right click, paste that 3D model that we downloaded and had copied. And we're just going to open it up right here. And make sure that you check merge. Okay, so the model comes up like this. So this is the model. This is the triangle carriage plate. There's a couple of things I don't like. Let me fix this. Okay, so you got something that looks like this. I'm going to hit F8 and put an isometric view. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this as triangle carriage plate. Okay, so I have triangle carriage plate and it's saved in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a layer and name it solid. And I'm going to click on the model, right click, go to copy, and I'm going to change the attribute. I'm going to move it to the solid layer. Hit OK. So now if I click anywhere or hit escape, it'll deselect the model, right? So if I go to my layers, I should be able to uncheck this solid, and it should disappear. Okay, so it works. So I'm going to leave it there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to name it stock. I'm going to go ahead and hide the solid for now. I'm going to hit F7 on my keyboard. Okay, so I hit F7 on my keyboard, and I'm going to go ahead and draw a point. Let's put it at our Cartesian location. Let's put it at x 4.5, y -4. I'll hit apply, and notice that we have this little point drawn up right here, right? Okay, so now we'll go ahead and we'll draw a rectangle, and we'll place it right here. Okay, so this is our stock. I'm going to hit escape to exit out of the rectangle function. And let's go ahead and select the geometry. And let's go to create at the top of our screen. Solid modeler. And here's our solid modeler toolbar right here. So I'm going to use the extrude function. If I hit F8 and put an isometric view, notice that the green stock is going up above the z-axis surface. So I'm going to do is I'm going to click reverse direction. See how it goes down now? That's what I want it to do. I want the z0 to be on top of the stock material. Okay, so this is going to be a 1/4 inch extrude, and I hit OK. So because our stock layer is active, everything we did is on the stock layer, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and tell the software that this is the stock that we need to actually make the part. So I'm going to go to my simulator, to simulation parameters, go over to the solids tab, and we're going to create stock from the solid. So what I'll do is I'll select the feature, click on it, hit add, and hit OK. Now if I hit simulate, you can see the stocks in the simulator. That's what we want. Okay, so the software has it now. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this stock. I don't really need that anymore. And bring the solid back. Okay, so if you look at the solid, it's above the yellow line, right? So I'm going to click on it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to translate it down. Go to copy. Let's go to translate. We're going to move it down to Z minus 0.25. So what I'll do is I'll hit OK. And I brought it over there. I'm also going to go ahead. I'm going to make a layer and name it Smash. Okay, so Smash is my active layer. So what I'll do is I'll click on the solid. I'm going to right click, go to copy, and we're going to use our Smash tool. So I'm going to smash into a wireframe, hit OK. So I have something that looks like, this. Okay, so this is my top view. The reason I did this is so that I can actually measure it. So let's go ahead and measure it from here to here. Oops. Use our dimension tool. So I have 0.295 and this is 0.296. So I'm going to hit escape to exit the measuring tool. I'm going to select everything, right click, go to copy, and let's translate, move everything. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's move it a little extra. The way our stock is, we need a little extra room. So I'm going to go X 0.4, Y minus 0.4. I'm going to hit OK. So I have something that looks like this. Don't need dimensions anymore. So the material is in the stock. Now my solid's still over here. So I'm just going to click on the solid again. Hit copy. I'm going to use the same translate parameters. I'm just going to hit OK. So it looks like that. I don't really need it. But you can see how the geometry, the shape of the part, sits in the stock. Okay. We could probably move it down a little bit more. We'll go extra 100 thousandths on the X and extra 100 or extra 200 on the Y. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm gonna hide the stock again. I'm gonna select this geometry. I'm gonna bring my solid back and hit Control and select the solid also. Right click. We'll go extra 100 thousandths on the X. We'll go down minus 0.2. Hit OK. So if I bring my stock back, it's going to be in there like that. We'll say that's okay. Okay, so far it looks like this. It's going to be cut out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hide my solid because I do not need it. For what I'm doing right here, I do not need any of that. I just need the wireframe for now. If I tilt my wireframe, say I put it in front view. If you want to bring up your view window, hit F12. But I have the geometry that goes down. I really don't need that. The only thing I really need is let's see. I'm gonna select all that and hit delete. The reason why is I only need this top plane. I don't even need this. So I got something that looks like this. And to be honest, these holes right here, you don't really have to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and move these up. I'm gonna translate them up back to the surface. So we'll go ahead and move them up 0.165. Let's change that back. Make sure X is on 0 and Y is on 0. I'm gonna hit OK. Alright, so I have something that looks like this. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a layer and name it chains. And we'll go over here to our features, manual P-top. We'll go ahead and select this. We'll go to stop. It stops over here. The chain looks a little bit off. Let's delete that. Let's change that. I'm gonna go back to manual chain, manual P-top. Make sure when you hover over the arc that you get that center snap point. Sometimes you'll get close, but it's not there. See how it pops up right here and here. So I'll go ahead and go to stop. Now I have my P-top. This is a 5mm hole, so I'm gonna just type in 5mm holes. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a manual P-top for my 8mm hole, which is right here. So I'll go back to manual P-top. Come over here to the center. I'm gonna hit E-stop. I'll name that 8mm hole. Alright, so I have these counterboards that's going to be in the model. If you remember what it looked like. I'm going to actually use a contour. So what we'll do is we'll drill a 5mm hole through, and then we'll drop a 3/16 end mill and do a contour. Alright, so I'm going to make a chain with this geometry. Go to auto chain. I'll name that left counterboard. And we'll go to the next one. You know, let's change the direction of that. Let's make it reverse. And we'll do the same thing on this right counterboard. We'll change the direction. Name it right counterboard. And let's get this outer perimeter now. Let's rename that outer perimeter. Okay, so the next thing you do is go ahead and start making toolpaths.